Have you been looking for a way to share your iPhone, iPad, Android, or Chrome OS screen with your Windows or Mac laptop or desktop? This video is going to introduce you to a cheap piece of software called AirServer that will allow you to share any mobile device screen to your Mac or Windows device by using AirPlay or Chromecast. Before we get started though, I really would like to thank and welcome all of my new subscribers. Since my last video, I've gained about 20 new subscribers, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. I also appreciate all the questions and comments you've been leaving to my videos. And if you are not currently a subscriber, I would love to have your support if you would hit that subscribe button right down below. All right, now back to the tutorial. AirServer is a piece of software you can purchase for about $11 if you're an educator or about $20 for a regular consumer license. You can install it on any Mac or Windows laptop or desktop, and what it'll do is it'll allow you to share your iPad, iPhone, Android, or Chrome OS screen with your Mac or Windows laptop. This can be a helpful tool if you do not currently have an Apple TV or a Chromecast device in your room, but you do have a way to connect your laptop to project. Then all you have to do is install AirServer, and when projecting, you can share your mobile device screen to your laptop or desktop, and then it'll project whatever you're doing on that device. This video is no way sponsored or endorsed by AirServer. It's just a tool I've been using for many years in my own teaching, and it has been very solid. AirServer does have a 30-day free trial, so you can check it out and just try it before you buy it. But again, the nice thing is it's so cheap at $11 for an educator, it's hard not to at least give it a go. So first, you want to head over to airserver.com. So once you're over at airserver.com, they have a number of tools that you can use to install on your device, or they even have some hardware that you can purchase if you really want to. But this video is just going to focus on the software. So depending on your device, if you come over to products, you'll see they have AirServer for Windows 7, 8, or 10, and then they have AirServer for Mac. They even have an AirServer for Xbox, which that's kind of cool. And they have some different versions like for Linux and for some TVs and a few different things. If you are really interested in some of their other devices, I would definitely check them out and see what they offer. But again, this video is just going to focus on AirServers for Mac and Windows, as they pretty much work exactly the same. So since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to go to AirServer for Mac. And right here, you'll see the try or buy and then the download. So you can either purchase it or just click on the download, and it'll allow you to download it to your computer, and then you'll install it. On Mac, what it'll have you do is just drag it to your applications folder, and then once it's in there, you can actually open it up, and it will create a little icon up in your top menu bar area, and you'll see it kind of looks like a square with a little triangle. If I click on that, you'll see it has some different options. You can actually download an app to your device that makes it really easy to connect. You can connect by using a QR code, which is called AirServer Connect, but you really don't need it because AirPlay is built in, and if you have a Google-based or an Android-based device, you can just use the Chromecast technology. But they have an about, the preferences, the show QR code if you're using that AirServer Connect. If you need to activate your license, they do it all through email and sending you the code. You can go to activation. You can check for updates, troubleshoot. Sometimes when you go to AirPlay your device or Chromecast your device, you won't see your AirServer listed. So all you have to sometimes do is just click on that rebroadcast services, and it'll kind of retransmit that information, kind of get it out there again. I don't have to do that very often. It's once in a blue moon, but you know, it's technology. It has its moments. And then you can also quit AirServer. I usually just let it run. But I'm going to click on Preferences. In this section, you can do a few things. You can give it a name. So when you go to AirPlay or Chromecast, this is the name that you'll see. So I actually look for Adam's MacBook Pro. I can have it ask for a password, so not just anybody can connect. You might get a little smart aleck kid in your class that says, I'm going to have some fun with this teacher, and they'll just automatically try to connect to your device. So you can set where there's a fixed password where the only way you can connect is by putting in that password, or it'll put an on-screen code that changes every time, or you can just say it asks you for permission to connect. I usually use no password because I haven't had an issue with that yet. You can enable the Google Cast feature, which is what I've done. The show QR code. So if you're using that AirServer Connect app, you can just click on that and it'll generate a big QR code. And they also have it in the Amazon store too if you have like a Kindle Fire tablet or something like that. If you click on audio, you can tell it how to use the audio. Display usually doesn't give you too many choices for that. Mirroring, it just gives you a few different options on the quality of it. I usually go for high quality. And then under advanced, it just has a couple other options that you can set. So not a ton of options to really get lost in, but just enough that allows you to tweak some things, which is really, really nice. Now, to actually use AirServer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up my iPad. So now you're going to see my iPad screen. So in order to get to AirPlay on your iOS device, you want to swipe down from the top right of your screen, and you want to start off the screen and then swipe down, and you're going to see a little options menu show up. And the thing you want to tap on is screen mirroring. Now in the screen mirroring, it's going to take a second. It might reload a few things because it's scanning your network, and it might have previous things saved, or you just might have a lot of these devices on your network, especially at a school. So it'll take a few minutes for it to load, but you'll see right there at the top it says Adam's MacBook Pro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on that, and it will take a second, and it's going to actually connect and show on my desktop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back over so you can see my desktop. Now that I've already AirPlayed, I'm going to tap off and tap off to get rid of the menu. And now you see everything that is on my screen as I do it. So if you're actually projecting your desktop or your laptop that has AirServer on it, your students in the class will see whatever's on your screen that you're projecting through AirServer. So it sounds kind of convoluted a little bit. So the easy way to think about it is you want to plug your desktop or your laptop in and project just like you always do. And then AirServer allows you to put the screen of your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, or your Chrome OS device onto your computer that's being projected so everybody in the class can see it. And a really nice feature with this, a lot of schools have Chromebooks. So you can actually allow your students to project what they're doing on their screen. So if you have them working on a project or a video or anything else, at your request, they can actually project by connecting to your device by using Chromecast or AirPlay. And then they can project. So it really gives you a lot of flexibility, and there's not a lot to it. And what's really nice as an AirServer is you're going to see this little settings button. So it allows you to actually, you can adjust how that screen looks to really get it to be as crisp as you want. You could change the brightness, saturation, the hue. You can have it flip. You can change the FPS. So it allows you to customize a lot of different things. The other thing you can do is you can record. So let's say you're doing a video lesson or some sort of tutorial video. You can actually hit the record button and it'll record everything that you do. And then when you're done, you just swipe down again from the top right. You click on Adam's MacBook Pro or whatever your device is called, and you tell it to stop mirroring, and it's going to go right back to your normal desktop. So in a nutshell, AirServer allows you to connect your mobile device or your Chrome OS device like Chromebooks to your laptop or desktop so it can easily be projected. I hope you found this tutorial about AirServer helpful. If so, please hit that like button below, right down there. And if you want to show even more support for my channel, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button right next to it so you can be notified of all my new videos and stay up to date with all my latest video tutorials. Until next time, this is Adam on Tech, signing off.